Uh, so we're gonna start off. I'm gonna start off giving a little bit more backstory about how the Xenons have been. Um, so you guys were created a bit over 40 million years ago uh, by the Finks to use you guys as a body shield to defend from a previous creation by the Finks that was a sulfur-based life form um, that were known as Titans. Um, you were able to successfully defeat them, and when you did, the Finks originally tried to get rid of you guys. You guys fought back, kicked them off the planet, but the hate and resentment has kept there forever. You guys have since then been living a perfect anar- anarchy-based communist system where there's no one above anyone else, and also just, if someone needs something, it's a natural thing for people to be like, oh yeah, here you go, here's what you need. But at the same time, you guys have been literally searching the different universes for these Finks. You guys normally split off into groups of I'd say 40 to 100 of you guys at a time will fly through space, um, doing whatever things you want to do. You guys really don't have any hate for any other species, but some of you guys like to fight, so sometimes you guys will run into other planets and some people will be like, let's just kill these people to practice fighting, and then sometimes it's just they won't. You guys are made entirely of xenon and noble gas. Well, not entirely. Your base is xenon. You're still cells, but you're very much a gaseous / slime mixture.
Or like plasma.
So yeah, so you can go in between. You can go through all the different phases. You just can't become fully solid, right? You guys could, if you focus on it, you guys can get as much to a liquid, right? All the way up to being fully gaseous, vapor, fitting through any small thing. So.
You and me forgot something. You forgot to send me my character sheet.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just gonna post those in the character sheet spot. Let me just do that.
Hey, I apologize.
No, that's my fault. Yeah.
Wait, if I have -1 intelligence, does that mean I lose 3 attribute points for skills?
3 skill points? No, I don't. I don't do that. Even though yes, technically you should. But no, I'm not going to do that because you guys are considered a lot better than the average Xenon. You guys aren't playing as an average Xenon. If I were to show you an average Xenon's character sheet, right? Actually, let me pop up your guys's so I have them up. So normally they'd only have normally they would chill at 1 attribute point and 1 negative attribute point at all time. So in the case, normally they'd be 1 strength, 1 negative reflex, and 0 intelligence. Or negative strength, positive reflex, and 0 intelligence. That's a normal, the average Xenon. Normally chilling with nothing additional in perception. No, actually, normally chilling with 4 in perception, and then nothing for most of the stuff, with zeros or negatives and other things.
Mm-hmm.
That's the average Xenon. You guys are definitely a lot more of an advanced Xenon. Also because you guys are the well, I mean, all of you guys were made at the same time, but you guys are going to be considered like the oldest. You guys are like 25 seconds older than everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Back in
First
my
up the
day,
assembly line.
back in my day, we were born 10 seconds earlier.
You guys, literally, so like the Finks had created like I think I estimated around like 2 million of you guys, and you guys were all created within a single day, a single 16 hours, because their day cycle was only equivalent to 16 U.S. Earth hours. So yeah. Hmm. And
Hmm.
so yeah, so I got those running, and then I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I need to directly give you guys about backstory? Not really. You guys are now currently floating in space, and you guys see, you guys feel two different directions seeming, they're both in front of you, but one's like in front of you and like 30 degrees to your left, and the other's 30 degrees to your right, both with a electromagnetic pulse strength that would make you feel like it might be Finks possibly. And one, yeah, they both feel like Finks technology, electromagnetic pulses, and the one to the left seems to be something you guys could get there in like 2 months, and the other one seems to be able to get there in like a month and a half. They're relatively same distance. You guys do travel semi faster than the speed of light because you guys aren't from this universe, so light doesn't affect you the same. The laws of physics don't affect you the exact same. So like in reality, that thing over there is about like a full light year away, the one to the left, and the one to the right is about like 3/4 of a light year away. But you guys can travel those in like a 2-month period and a month and a half period.
Which one should we choose?
That's up to you guys to choose.
We should start going towards the nearer one.
The nearer one?
Yeah, on the right.
So currently you guys are in a split cell with about, well, it's a group of 40, so 38 other Xenon. Are you going to just go on your own? You're going to try to convince them to come with you, or what?
I'm just gonna say this way and just start going.
I will follow suit.
You guys aren't going to say anything, okay? Really, other than this way.
I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to try to persuade the people to come with us.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll persuasion. So for you actually have quite a bit. It's 9. And they're gonna chill at.
Okay, where should I roll this?
I mean, I thought you said you prefer physical dice, right?
Mm-hmm, but I want you to look at my results.
It's fine. I can trust you. You can just roll physically. It's fine. If that's what you prefer.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm trying to realize what their perception is for their roll. 3. Alright, 7. Their perception is 7.
Um, anything 4 and above is a success, right?
Yep, that's what you're gonna need to get is 4 and above on this case.
Um,
Well, there's gonna be some that aren't gonna follow you just because they're not gonna follow you anyway because you got a roll of
I
destiny
got
die.
I got 4 points.
All right, so you guys are able to convince about I'd say 8 of them to come with you guys. Uh, because there was another one that was a bit more persuading, uh, pointing out that the other electronic, the other one seemed that was about 2 months seems to be getting further away, and the other one doesn't, and it just seems to be a bit more Sphinx-like to be constantly running, at least. So he was able to pull out, equivalent to a group of 30 going that way, and you guys are a group of 10 heading towards the other one. You guys are traveling through. Nothing really special happening. Well, I guess I'll just do this to see if you run into humans beforehand. Oh, hey. All right. So, yeah, nothing really happens. You guys are going by. During your travel, you guys do pass, you would pass 2 planets. So I guess I'll give you the choice to what you guys want to do when you get by. So so you guys are coming by. You're able to see this planet. It's a really weird. This planet doesn't seem to be near any suns. It just is a planet by itself. Not spinning or anything. It's like a floating rock. But you guys can sense life down there. You guys are about a third of the way to your original destination.
Definitely not a cold-blooded species.
You guys literally can just survive in space by yourselves. Let's do what you want to do.
Should we check it out? I asked my friend.
I guess so.
Alright. So you guys start descending, and you realize that seems to be a civilization here. But they seem to not be living on the surface. They seem to live underground. And also, they do not seem to be humanoid at all. As you know, the Finks are humanoid because you know what they look like. They look like pretty much blue high elves, if I want to describe it, so it's easier for you guys to remember. Blue high elves is kind of what they look like. Normally is what Finks look like. These things definitely are not bipedal at all. You can't tell what they are, but the tracks definitely that are on the ground where you guys first come down don't seem to be any sort of thing with normal feet. Humanoid thing. Yeah.
Interesting. Can we tell what technology level these people are?
Let's see. Roll perception, I guess.
I would have 5 dice, correct?
You would have 6. 6 dice. Wait, no, 3.
No.
4, 5. Yeah, 6 dice.
Ouch. 2 points.
So yeah, you definitely can't tell how far they've reached. You can tell that they're able to burrow into the ground. You can't tell if that's an organic thing or if it's not, or if it's technology based. But you can definitely tell that they have a very good system to dig through the ground. Currently, you're on the surface. You also don't see anything on the surface other than natural trees, water, natural life. You don't see any
Are there any
intelligent life up top.
Are there any like caves or craters to get underground?
So you guys land in a relatively open plain. You guys don't see anything to get underground right now. But you guys, like being gaseous beings, you guys can feel that there are definitely caverns below you guys. So if you want, you could go searching for an entrance.
Yeah, I'll search for an entrance.
And while he's searching for an entrance, what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to basically try to talk to people. Basically, very condescendingly saying, "Me come from different world.
All right, wait.
You were."
You guys don't see any things right now. All you can see are tracks and an open area. You're in an open area. You see tracks, like that are definitely not, something with two legs. Something definitely has more than two legs, and like there's a forest in the distance directly north of you guys. To the east, the plains continue on to like our horizon. You guys really can't see past it. To your west, it's like a river and stuff. Yeah, that's why he said he's like kids that are way underneath. But you guys can also feel that below you, there's definitely caverns, and you can like through the vibrations in the ground, you can feel that there's definitely stuff living and moving through those caverns.
Could we turn into gaseous form to go into the cavern to basically like seep through?
You can definitely try to.
I think I'll try to.
So I'm gonna have you roll something just to see how well this works. And I guess I'll compare it to infiltration. I'll let you use infiltration here.
Wait, is
1 second. Sorry for being a little.
No, you're fine. It's 9 dice for uses your infiltration. 10. Okay, just do 5. Challenge level of 5 to get through without somewhat hurting yourself. Which I guess really doesn't matter.
I made it by 1, so I got 5 points.
Okay, so you just barely. So you just. So you try to space yourself out to be more gaseous, and you start sinking, and you start forcibly sinking yourself through the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep going. And you're like, dang, how long is this? And then finally, you push through. And when you do, you fall into this cavern, and you like, since you're gas right now, you like go and you're like your whole body's like surrounding, semi swallowing this massive, like meter, what is it? Like 3 feet tall spider. That's like, it's hard to describe a spider. If you were to like pretend to smush it and then push its legs out, it would have like a 15-foot circumference around its legs. It's like 3 feet tall. I guess it's like 3 feet tall when it's standing on its legs, and it's like 3 feet long of its body. You're currently like fully around it. Bob, you traveled for. When you saw him do that, did you continue traveling looking for an easier entrance, or did you be like, I think I'll try it?
I guess I'll try to follow him.
Okay. I know what is it? Yeah, your infiltration score isn't enough to get a 5. Um, you were able to get down, and you definitely, it feels like it hurts. You weren't able to like fully separate yourself that smoothly to fit through the solid rocks. I mean, you were able to get through, but it definitely took you a bit longer and was a bit painful, to say the least. Luckily, you guys heal, so it's not really like a issue. It just hurts like a crazy amount. Say in human terms, pretty much equivalent to having your like breaking a bone constantly, as like a new bone constantly as you move down, is what it felt like. It's how much pain. But once you get through, it's like, okay, now my body will start healing, and it's like whatever.
Yeah.
You guys fit through. You guys have dropped down into this cavernous system, and obviously you see Mr. Rainbow surrounding this this spider thing, and you can look further because he's a bit focused on what he just landed on, like what the heck. And you see that it seems the entire species that lives here is this spider-like creature. But it does seem that they are somewhat technologically advanced. They have started building like an actual city.
I think Mr. Rainbow is going to be like, I think I like this race. This species. What would be a role to basically try to befriend this spider?
I mean, like, how are you trying to befriend it? Like,
Basically, explain where I come from and how I traveled here.
I mean, so so I'm just gonna say you try to talk to it, and you realize that it does not understand your language whatsoever. It doesn't even seem to be able to hear the words you say because since you're a xenon-based life form, you don't make sounds at the same pitch when you speak that most carbon-based life forms can pick up on.
Mr. Rainbow's gonna feel a little bit stupid, and he's just going to wait to see what his buddy does. Goop.
So if you go to Xenon plans, it's like it looks like a relatively dwarven like city, like it's fully underground. There's actual city built out of the rock is what you're seeing in front of you. Glow. And this is kind of like, what do you think you're going to be doing now as you see Mr. Rainbow get so dejected after being unable to properly communicate with this spider?
So wait, what are the other 8 doing?
The other Xenons?
Yeah.
So only about 2 of them were able to pass through, and it seems that the rest of them are about to get up and start heading towards the original destination, since they were unable to even get through, even with pain like you were able to. They were like unable to get through at all. So they were like, you know what? We're done with this place. This place is boring. So they seem to be the ones above are getting up. And there's 2 more that drop down with you guys. And they're kind of just looking at you perplexed, like, why are we here?
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for like an easier exit.
Oh, yeah, roll perception, I guess.
Perception. I got 5.
Okay, so yeah, you can definitely you see like the halls and everything, and you see that the area that you guys actually dropped into has an extended tunnel back. Like, so in front of you is like the actual city. This seems to be just a random tunnel. Your thoughts are most likely the exit to above ground is not going to be near their city because that's going to be, more dangerous to them if there's things above ground that could harm them. So most likely this is probably their tunnel that they probably have defenses on of how they enter and exit. You can also kind of guess this as the spider that he had landed on is carrying like an actual tree, a piece of wood. Like, you're like, oh, that's only above ground. That's not going to come from below ground.
Right.
And it was heading in towards the city.
So I guess I'll start heading away from the city. Hey, I think this is the way out.
Yes. We can always explore this later. I'll follow you to the exit if that's where you're going.
So, you guys are heading out, and you guys like literally can see the exit. But as you try to exit, you guys run into an inability to exit the area that seems to be just empty. And as you hit it, it kind of like lights up blue, giving a little electro shock to you guys as you tried to exit through the exit.
Do I recognize this type of technology?
It's something that used to be used forever ago by the Finks, but you guys are able to know that it would be very, like, the Finks would no longer want to be using it because it would be too weak and too old because they advanced their technology that fast. But it's an old form of force field. It was used normally for defensive purposes.
Could I use my infiltration to use my Xenon blood basically to try to intercept the force field and use my cyber operator not just to take the force field but try to mess with it a little bit to see if it's possible? Since it's ultra-based technology.
So you're trying to disable it somewhat, pretty much. Yeah, so you can roll your cyber operator assist. No. We're going to do it in reverse. You're going to roll infiltration to assist your cyber operator. So you roll 9 for your assist. It's got a challenge level of 4. We'll say challenge level 4 to help you out, and then I was going to say a challenge level of 6 as the total challenge level. That once you roll cyber operator plus whatever you get for your assist, you need to have over 6 in order to actually take control of this.
I think I'm gonna use a destiny point, and I already rolled. I'm going to basically add an addition.
An additional wing with your destiny point.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Do I
so
get to roll an extra time?
Destiny points are either used before your roll to give you advantage, which means 3 is also count as a success, or after a roll they can be used to just give you one free win, right? Like just
I
change
just
one of the dice that wasn't good to a win.
yeah. I just needed the one. I had the 5 before the destiny roll. I had 2 6s and 2 5s, and wait, 3 6s, 2 5s. So I just needed the one.
And that was on your roll for what? For infiltration? Alright,
Yes.
just say that's going to be your assist roll to your cyber operator roll. So you roll that first. So you can decide whether or not you want to use your destiny point or not. But since you got 5, you'll have +1 wing to whatever you roll on your next roll for cyber operator, which should be 4, 5,
Okay.
6, 7, which would be 7 dice. In this one, on this next roll, you need at least 5 wins since you already have 1 win from your infiltration.
I got. This doesn't count the ones. I rolled 4 points on my roll,
So
and I got one.
so then, if you want to succeed, you would have to use 1 destiny point to give you 1 more advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll use it.
Okay. So now you have 2 destiny points, so 3. You are able to completely interface with it through a proper sequence of electromagnetics sent from your body. And are you disabling it, or what are you going to be doing with it?
Disabling it.
All right, so yeah, you turn it off, and then you guys head through nice and smooth. Are you guys going to turn it back on, or are you just going to leave it?
I'm gonna turn it back on.
Okay. And then as you leave, it comes back on. It's really weird because you guys can't notice, visibly you can't see that it's there, but you, Mr. Rainbow, having fully integrated with it, have realized that okay, I can actually feel that it's there, but I can't see it. So you guys have exited. You guys notice that the other ones are have fully exited the planet and are about to start going really fast, like you guys normally do once you guys hit outside of planets and you're just traveling through empty space. You guys go insanely fast.
Mm-hmm.
What you guys gonna do from there?
I guess I'll follow the others into space.
I will do so as well.
Alright, so you guys going up, you guys are flying by, and again, like I said, you see another planet. This planet seems like it could hold life, but you guys can feel that there's no form of technology on this planet whatsoever.
A good way to gain minions. If there is life. Would you want to check it out? I say to my buddy.
I don't know. We only have 20. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are able to continue forward. You guys you reach this planet, and this planet you can tell definitely has Finks written all over it, right? They've either been here or they still are here. You guys can feel their the electronic signature that their technology gives off is radiating all over this planet. You guys look at this planet, and this planet looks gray, like buildings have filled the entire planet, so much that you can't see any dirt or water or trees or clouds from outside of the planet.
It's like a Death Star or something.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
looks like that. It just like it's still, you can tell it still has an atmosphere. It's still it's still a planet. It just seems to be like that urbanized that
Uh,
you can't see the ground.
I'm gonna sneak up to the planet.
Uh, yeah. I'm just not even gonna have you roll a stealth check for that. You guys are able to get close. Are you like trying to sneak into the planet, or just sneak up to like right up to the atmosphere?
Like up to the atmosphere.
Yeah, so you guys can get there. Pretty much looks relatively the same. The atmosphere itself does seem to be fake, I guess is the term I want to say. It seems to be a man-made or a Sphinx-made atmosphere. It doesn't seem to be naturally created.
Maybe we can salvage some technology on this planet.
We don't know if they're still here.
It's true. One of the slightly younger ones kind of just is like, you can see he looks antsy and he just wants to go down there. It's like, just let me go down right now. Doesn't matter. It's kind of his viewpoint in the group.
Kids these days.
Yeah.
Born 1 2 seconds early, and you think you're invincible. I say we should be careful.
Yeah. I'm gonna use stealth, try to like is there any real way to hide, or
What? To hide what? Yourself or?
yeah, like as I approach the ground?
Okay, so you want to enter the atmosphere and attempt to,
Yeah.
not be seen. I mean, yeah, you can become like vaporish and attempt to spread yourself out as much as the air itself is as you fall.
Right.
Roll a stealth check. Roll their perception.
5.
Yeah, they. Okay, so you descend down. You don't think anyone saw you or anything. Mr. Rainbow, did you follow? If you did, I'm gonna say everyone else followed.
Yes, I'm going to follow, but I'm going to use my infiltration instead of stealth.
To infiltrate what?
Remember when you said you were going to use infiltration to basically simulate me turning into a gas and stuff? That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah, you
I'm
can
just
use it.
doing- Yeah.
Okay. I just when you say it, like try to at least for me, try to like give a narrative explanation of how you're going to use it.
Alright. Okay.
That's it.
So I'm basically going to make myself a little bit lighter than helium to just basically do the same thing as goop.
Gotcha.
Or what? Do I have to roll or?
Yeah, roll. Unless you want to use his roll. I mean, it's up to you. You guys can share your rolls on things that you guys do the same. Or you can decide to do it separately.
I'll use his roll.
Okay. Guys don't seem to. But you guys descend first, and then some more descend, and the young one follows down really fast after you guys, and he just gets vaporized, like gone. You just see 2 beams of energy just, and he's gone. You can tell that his life is gone.
Can we see the weapon?
No, from your viewpoint, it looks like it looks like it came from the atmosphere itself. It looks like as they penetrated the atmosphere kind of like did a little sharp start of a shine and then just shot these energy beams. Just completely destroyed them.
Johnny, I hardly knew ye.
Um, and because of that, as you guys two descended, he descended after. The rest are kind of now floating, very scared, staying outside of the atmosphere.
Okay. So, I guess I'm gonna go to the ground.
So yeah, you descend down, and you definitely like you guys. Yes, as you get closer and closer, you guys are like entering just seems just like what you guys thought the whole planet was, a metropolis, like skyscrapers like crazy. Every single thing is a skyscraper, every building. All at minimum being like 100 stories tall.
How wide are the buildings?
I don't know. Like, what do you mean? Like, how wide are each individual building, or are you asking like the size of a block?
Individual building. Like, on average, how wide are they?
I mean, they seem like relatively average for humans. They 20 feet by 20 feet.
Okay, alright.
Are there
Sorry
like
for that.
creatures walking around?
There are no creatures walking around. You definitely see vehicles moving fast through the air from place to place, but nothing physically walking, using their own strength to move.
I'm gonna need a second to think.
Uh,
Goop, what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna look for any like open doors or windows.
It doesn't seem to be any. Well, there doesn't appear to be like windows that open and close. There just seems to be empty holes in in the buildings. That's what you can see.
Right.
Could I roll perception to see if there's any notable technology on the skyscrapers themselves?
Yeah, challenge level probably like 2 for you.
Okay, do I roll infiltration or cyber operator?
You're rolling perception.
Yeah, perception. Sorry.
Yep.
I forgot. I barely made it. 2 points.
Wow. But luckily, you're able to realize that all the windows aren't open as they appeared. They're definitely the same type of force field that you had ran into previously. You can also feel that there's a higher concentration of the Thing's electronic blueprint in the ground of the planet itself.
Interesting. I relay this information to Goop.
The ground is toxic. And the air is toxic.
Not toxic. The ground is just has a very high electronic signature.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this in character. Goop, should we try interfacing with the ground? Just to see if I could interact with it. To see if
Go ahead.
I will try to interface with the ground same way I did the force fields.
Yeah, since it's the same, I'm just going to have you only roll Cyber Operator, but I'm going to lower the challenge level to 3.
7.
What? Alright. So
Again?
so you were interfacing with the, with like the force fields and stuff, right? Or the actual ground?
The actual ground.
So as you interface with it, you because of the way you do it, you send in like an additional charge of energy to like fully grasp a hold of it, and you feel the planet like move and cause like a small earthquake across the entire planet.
Oh, shoot!
I'm gonna immediately try and hide.
What can I do?
I mean, you can tell that you have access to it, but you don't know what you can do. Because like you're not in front of a panel that has like the information of what it does. You just know that you have control of it. You know that you can send signals and it's gonna do something one way or another.
I'm going to tell it not to do the earthquake thingy.
By sending another, so you send another charge and it shifts again, and it moves the planet further.
Yes. Sorry.
As you do this, you see like all the ships and stuff flying, all just like immediately start dropping and landing at ground floor, and then the beings coming out. The beings don't seem to be Finks, but they look very similar. They think like wood elf, but they're only standing at like 4 feet tall, to some of them reaching 5 feet tall.
Interesting. So they're like Kibler elves.
Yeah, kind of. And they have like red skin. One difference. They seem to have red skin, and you guys know Finks have blue skin.
Interesting. When they go down, when their ships go down, do they just rush out of their vehicles, or what do they do?
Oh, so they're getting out of their vehicles and they're immediately running into the nearest buildings they can. They just seem to be very much panicking.
I'm gonna try to hide behind one while following it into a building.
Roll stealth, challenge level 8.
That's scary. Okay, 6.
Yeah, so you get into the building just fine, but as you enter through, alarms definitely start going off in the building, and like lasers start beaming in right at where you are, creating like a silhouette of your body as the light like reflects across all of the Xenon particles of your body. This leads to a group of 5 what you can presume to be guards uh, like, coming out from side corridors in the same building. Also, as you look at this, you can kind of tell this building looks very much like a hotel. This side, random stuff. They seem to come out of the two side corridors and pointing what appears to be guns of some sort at you. Mr. Rainbow, what are you doing as you see him attempt to get through?
I'm going to basically roll persuasion or deception. This is what I'm going to say. Don't harm my friend, or I'll affect your ground thingy. I interfaced with it.
Sure. Roll persuasion with disadvantage. Yeah. Persuasion with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Which means only 5s and 6s count for you. Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just roll persuasion. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. You lost. Sorry. But what'd you roll? This will compare how they react. How much.
Sorry, I have to re-roll that. I got the dice number wrong. Apologies.
It's all good.
I got a lot of 1s, but I got a lot of 6. I got 3 1s, but I got 4 6s, 1 5, and 1 4.
Alright, so you got 6 wins. Well, they got 10 wins against you, so they do not seem to be, scared of you or what you might do. At least the guards don't. The people themselves, the populace seem to be scared.
Yes. Mr. Rainbow is just sweating right now. Well, not actually sweating, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I understand the thought process. They immediately, they yell out, "Solidify yourself as much as you can."
I guess I'm gonna become a liquid.
You become like a full slime-like being. What shape are you gonna partake? Your same tentacle monster self that you normally are, or something different?
I'll just. I'm just gonna turn into like a puddle.
Oh, what?
Like a puddle.
Like a flower petal?
No, like a puddle of water.
Oh, a puddle. See? Okay. Got you. Alright. And what do you do, Mr. Rainbow, to these supposed demands?
I think I'm going to try to interface with the ground and try to do some scary stuff.
So you just start sending out a bunch of random different signatures. Is what I'm assuming. Let's roll a destiny die to see what your signatures do. Let's see. 20 would be perfect. What you want? 14. All right, relatively decent. You show that you have control by causing a strong earthquake in a direction that makes Glob's puddle slide out of the building, because his momentum to stay still forces him to move when the planet moves. But at the same time, what you didn't realize is that your signature caused those laser beams from the atmosphere to shoot down and destroy the building to the right, or way you're looking at the building and the entrance to the right of that building, just absolutely vaporize that building.
Mr. Rainbow's gonna say, I did that on purpose! Totally!
Um, they don't seem to be that, don't seem to believe you that much. But as they fire their shots at you instead of Glob, because they realize that Glob has been following their directions. So you realize they're shooting at you. What are you attempting to do?
I want to basically turn into a liquid last minute, so they would basically miss their shots.
Roll acrobatics? Yeah. See if you can get that timing on point.
Alright. Acrobatics, sorry, I'm scrolling.
Yeah, challenge level of 2, which is how many dice you have.
Yep. Could I spend a destiny point?
You do realize this is a campaign.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, of course, you have 3 destiny points. You can spend them whenever and however you want.
Yeah, it's just I think the shots will kill me, that's all.
Why? You regenerate like hell. Like, they have to get a higher than 5 on their attack on victory level to kill you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm paranoid, okay?
Alright. So use a destiny. So, are you using a destiny point to give yourself advantage, or are you using it just to give yourself a win?
Give myself a win.
Okay.
And I didn't even need it. 1615.
Wow. Feels bad. Yeah, let me roll their attack. It was 4 of them, by the way. So 2 of them miss completely, and the other 2 hit you. They don't seem to deal any damage, but they do directly, because their energy bolts send a shock through your system, pretty much paralyzing you for the next turn. Glob, now that you have the planet has stopped moving, you have, hold of yourself. You're this puddle of water on the ground. You see Mr. Rainbow has been knocked incapacitated from these energy bolts. What is your next move?
So they're like inside the building, shooting out of the doorway, right?
Yeah, that's what they had done. Yep.
And like I've just left the building because the planet moved or something.
Yep. Yeah. Think of how, like, on a bus, if you're not holding anything and it just starts suddenly, you like fall backwards. That's kind of what happened, but with the whole planet, and you fell backwards through the door.
Sorry, my internet cut out for a second.
All good.
I'm gonna hide behind the wall.
Oh. You know what, I'll just say that you succeed because they only have the, like, door to look through. Pretty simple to hide. Let me see. So they throw a net over you, Mr. Rainbow. Let me see if they, succeed. Challenge level 1. Okay, yeah. Alright. You throw the net over you. It's an electromagnetic net, and it's kind of has you trapped, Mr. Rainbow. And you're kind of trapped in your puddle shape. You can't like you tried to become a gas, and it won't let you. You can't do anything other than get more solid than you are. And they kind of grab you up in this net, and they start bringing you into that same building.
There's nothing I can do, I assume.
Wait, so what do they... Wait, so what do they do? Do they like walk out of the building?
So no, so they threw in this net, right? This electromagnetic net over Mr. Rainbow, attached to a cord, and then just start pulling it in to the building. And then and you can see through your little vantage point that once it crossed the threshold into the building, the two of the guys came up and actually picked it up.
And this is why I need minions, he says to himself. So how fast are they dragging me?
I mean, not very fast, just an average walking pace.
I have an idea, but tell me if this is a bad one. Well, tell me if this is doable. But could I try to talk to one of the people saying, hey, if you guys just let me out, I can just explain what happened. This is entirely an accident.
Oh, so you can see that one of them seems to know that you're trying to speak but can't understand you. The rest all seem to be having the same issue the spiders had, where it's the wrong frequency for them to be able to hear you. And he makes a gesture with his hand, pretty much telling you to wait, as if they'll be able to understand you later, and that might be what they're taking you to. Is kind of what you assume the gesture means. What have you been doing, Glop? Because you've been watching this all go down from your hidey hole behind a wall.
So... I guess I'm just. I'm gonna try to re-enter the building without them noticing me.
Challenge level 8.
Okay. I'll spend a destiny point before.
For advantage? Or
Yeah,
okay.
and I got 7, so I'm gonna spend another destiny point.
All right. So this time you're able to get in, and you can tell that you got in without being noticed because the alarms don't go off. So are you going to be following wherever they're taking Mr. Rainbow? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they bring him down. He turns right at the first corridor. They bring him. They toss him onto an elevator. They seem to just stay standing outside the elevator guarding it.
So wait, repeat that.
What you mean, like the regular people?
Wait.
The
So
civilians?
what are they doing?
So the 4 guards, right, that had shot and taken him down had carried him through made the first right, and then there's a set of elevators, and they seemed to they tossed him onto it, and they hit a button on the outside, and doors closed, and it started moving, but the 4 of them seemed to be guarding those elevators now. The populace, the random people that had ran into the building, are all currently still hiding, underneath chairs and tables and stuff, in the lobby area of this thing. Because, like I said, it looks like a hotel.
So can I enter the elevator?
You'd have to walk directly in front of 4 guys,
Right.
or travel through right in front of 4 guys. So you can attempt to, but their perception themselves is higher than the security cameras. It'd probably be your full roll. I don't know. I'd pretty much say it's probably impossible.
So are there stairs to get down?
Yes, but they do appear to be past them still. So the elevators, you turn right down this corridor, all the way at the end there seems to be stairs. They're at an elevator halfway down on the left, and they're standing. The 4 of them are standing in a semicircle around the elevator. So you would still be going in front of them somehow to get to those stairs. It's
I think I'm just gonna watch them to see if they ever let their guard down.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Can I just watch them to see if they ever let their guard down? They just wait there, essentially.
Okay, so you're currently waiting there. Mr. Rainbow, are you doing anything as you're going down this elevator?
Could I try this? May be a little bit weird, but could I try to analyze the elevator's mechanisms, basically?
It's just a normal mechanical elevator.
Right.
Like
And
it's not even like electronic with like buttons. It seems that like the buttons they pressed is equivalent to a lever that just shifts and the thing just boom, flying down and it pulls the other way. It just starts going up. It doesn't seem to be any electronics controlling it whatsoever.
Okay. Clever little things. I'm going to, that, I can't think of anything. Sorry for being dumb, but I can't just, think of an idea.
So you're not doing anything, Glob. You're watching. Currently, still nothing's going on. So it hits the bottom, and the doors open, and Mr. Rainbow, two Finks pick you up. Two tall, blue, high elf-like things pick you up, and you instantly recognize them as Finks. And they start carrying you down a hall. At this time, a light shines above the elevator, and the four guards walk back down to the lobby and start telling everyone that it's all fine and that they can go back to their daily life. So what are you gonna do, Mr. Glob?
As they're pulling me, can Sphinx understand me? Are they like the other two species?
They created you, so you would assume that they would understand you.
Basically, I'm going to try to, this, would it really be a deception to say, like, I didn't know what I was actually doing when I interface with the ground?
No, you can try to roll persuasion.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, I wanted to interface with the ground so I could get a feel with the old technology, not trying to harm it.
Just remember that you and the Finks are literally racial enemies for 40 million years.
Yes. What I'm mainly trying to do is buy time for my friend. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I got you. I'll just roll their perception first to see if your persuasion's even worth it. Because they have so high of a perception that most of the time persuasion can't go through. Oh, hey, they only got 5. So you need 6 in your persuasion to actually make them like somewhat agree with you.
how much do I roll?
9. Your persuasion is 9. So Glob, what are you doing now? You notice that the guards have walked away from the elevator.
I guess I'll go downstairs.
You're gonna go down the stairs, or you're gonna try to use the elevator?
The stairs.
All right. So you're gonna go down. It's gonna take a little bit. So let's get back to Mr. Rainbow. Would you roll?
So close. So close. 4.
Oof. So yeah, they as they look at you and they're like, "You have been chasing us for over 40 million years. We know that there is but one reason you are here, and that is for our death. How many others are there?" And they're still carrying you down a hall, like a really long corridor.
I'll tell you everything if you tell me what you're going to do with me.
They look at you and be like, "Of course, eliminate you." With like the straightest face you could ever imagine. Like someone who is like, "Why are you asking me this dumbass question? This is like the most obvious answer."
Yes. The reason why he's doing it, by the way, is just for time.
So you guys are getting down there. Glob, you just get to the bottom of the stairs and you can see this long hallway, and you can see them like way down there, like, but you can still see them, and you notice that it's two Finks.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sneak up behind the one who's talking while he's talking.
All right, yeah, roll sneak. Got to get a 6 or higher.
Okay. Wow, that's a 3.
Oof. So, the one that's talking actually doesn't recognize you, but the other one, because there were two of them, immediately turns around and goes, "Oh, we found at least one of their friends." And then completely ignores you as they continue carrying Mr. Rainbow down the hall. They seem to be feel very superior against you and be like, "This is nothing to worry about."
Huh. I have an idea. It might be a dumb idea. It might not even work at all. But could I try to turn into a gas and then turn into a liquid very quickly to surprise their grip, basically?
You are unable to become more gaseous because you're still inside the net. Stopping you from becoming gaseous.
So they're grabbing me through the net. I see.
Yeah.
There's not a lot I can actually do.
Are you just gonna keep following them, Club, or are you gonna do something?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to make them lose sight of me and get a bit closer.
I'm just gonna say that's not possible, due to the fact that you guys are going down a very narrow hallway with no doors or anything. Like you can see the far left, and far right.
I'm just gonna follow them.
Yeah. So you guys keep following them, and then to a point, finally, they open up some doors. Sliding, the doors slide up. This whole hallway also has been like pretty, it's like a gray, solid, lead colored hallway with pretty bright lights on the side.
Yeah.
And now this door opens up and into a extremely, very bright, fully white room.
Yeah. Wait, I get an idea. Okay. If you allow me to say this as they're dragging me, I say, "You fool, we were just trying to see your base of operations. You're surrounded. You see my friend over there? We have at least 10 around you." Or is that not likely?
I mean, you can say that. So, try to think of the proper way to say this. Okay, so you've pretty much threatened them, but there's a bunch more watching them. They just don't seem to be perturbed by it at all, or disturbed at all. And they toss you onto, or like into this pod type thing that is like sending these consistent little energy sparks into you, stopping you from changing. It's actually doing a weird thing. It's doing something you never thought was possible, and you're becoming solid.
Interesting. What do you do?
So Glob, I'm guessing you followed into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, do they have like weapons?
They don't seem to.
Mm,
They look very much like scientists.
I'm actually gonna attack one of them.
Sure. Roll. We're going to go into combat. You have higher reflex, so you wanting to attack is going to be faster than anything them. So they're not going to have a true defense on this. So it's going to be a challenge level of 2 to get any damage. Anything above a 2 will deal that many victory levels to the person.
Can I assist with stealth?
No. I'm going to say that's what's allowing you to do the just having them pretty much automatically only roll a 2 on this attack roll.
Right, so I have. So my combat roll is. Okay.
6. Yep. Combat roll
So-
is 6.
6.
No.
Okay.
Because you're doing unarmed combat, so you need 6.
So yeah. So I got 3 successes.
Okay. So you can deal equivalent to a level 1 injury or stagger.
I'm gonna stagger.
Stagger the first one. Alright. So he gets knocked, really gets like hit hard-ish, and he starts to move backwards, and then he falls against like a chair, kind of like keeps him up from, but it would have knocked him to the ground. And then the other one looks very like surprised, and he goes to hit you with a chair that he sees next to him. And then the other one takes his turn to kind of crouch and hide behind the chair that you knocked him up against.
Okay, so I'm gonna charge the guy who is attacking me, and I'm gonna attempt to stagger him.
Okay. So you would have 8 dice for that roll. You would have
I got 5 successes.
he's attacking the chair. Okay. And he got 3 successes. So you successfully stagger him, knocking him back, and you actually knock him into the pod that they had thrown Mr. Rainbow on. And Mr. Rainbow, you get knocked out of it. You're still in the thing, the net-ish, but you're actually still solidifying. And because of that, you're becoming denser but smaller currently.
When I'm becoming denser, can I take off the net because I'm dense or no?
You'll see what happens. I mean, if you tried to right now, you're currently unable to pull it off. You're still. So the one that got staggered, just like haphazardly swings the chair around him, trying to protect himself, as the other one is cowering still behind the other chair.
I'm gonna attempt to enter close combat against the guy who's holding the chair.
Okay. Roll your 7.
3 successes.
And he also gets 3 successes. But since you had declared an action, you just automatically do not. You're unable to get in close contact. He's able to actually hit you hard, which would normally have dealt one thing of damage to you. But you being what you are, you pretty much you heal from it instantly.
Okay.
At this time, Mr. Rainbow, you've become so dense. You're like, I'd say you normally stand 2'5". You're like You're like 6 inches by 6 inch cube, and you fall through the net, and actually now like have escaped by just falling through the gaps in the net. And the electromagnet is unable to hold you there because you're too heavy.
So, can I get out of the pod or no?
You can attempt to, but like, how are you attempting to get out of the pod?
This is gonna be weird, but could I try to use my cyber operator not to interface with it, but to know like the cracks in the wall, or you know what I mean, like gaps. You know what I mean?
You can definitely see that this thing is fully sealed off. That like even if you were in your gaseous state, you wouldn't be able to make it through.
I don't know what to do. Sorry if I'm being stupid. It's just I don't know what. I don't have any idea.
You're fine. So the one that hit you, now he's no longer staggered and he's ready. He's about to try to really hit you with this chair. But then the one that seemed to be hiding behind the chair this whole time pops up and is pointing a gun at you. And you realize it is one of the energy guns that had knocked Mr. Rainbow stunned before.
How close is he?
Wait, you guys are still in the same lab room, so I think he's 15 feet from you. What are you gonna do?
Sorry.
It's all good.
I'll be right back in 1 second. I need a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna charge the guy with the gun and declare to disarm him.
Okay. You know you have to get a level 3 victory for that.
What?
You know disarming is a level 3 victory, right?
Wait, disarming's level 3, I thought it was level 2.
Oh, maybe it is. Shoot, I guess I should probably double check.
Not sure.
Combat.
I'm back.
Oh no, yeah, level 2. Never mind. Oh, it's trip that's level 3. Okay. Let's do it. Alright. Alright. So you're gonna charge him. He's gonna shoot at you. Due to you charging, the one with the chair completely whiffs you automatically. So it's just gonna be combat roll of you versus this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a destiny point. And let's see. Wow. That's a 2. But it would have been a 0 if I didn't spend a destiny point. That's really bad.
He rolled 6. So you get shot and completely knocked, like stunned.
Actually, it's a 3, but yeah.
I mean, it would be.
I can't believe I rolled 3 3s, 3 1s, and 2 2s.
Oh wow. So yeah, he's completely shocking you. Again, they seem to know that directly dealing damage to you doesn't seem to be the smart thing to do, as they kind of set you into this paralysis state. And they quickly get up and throw you into. I guess I'll do their small roll of 3 dice.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. As they're opening the door, can I throw the net on top of them?
Yeah,
Or-
you can. So the first one tries to grab you and throw you at the pod, not realizing the pod has moved, and you like just hit the spot hard. And then the second one, because it's close to him now, is able to grab you and actually put you in the pod. So yeah, the roll, aim, throw. 2. Try to
All right.
throw the net thing over them. It'll be compared to their acrobatic scores.
Score 2.
Alright, so you're able to throw it onto one of them and he falls down like, god dang it. It's like dealing with this tangled net, because it is still like a physical net, it just also has properties of creating an electromagnetic field. So this seemed to be specifically based around you guys, or maybe just robots. But it still doesn't stop them from putting him in, because the other one's still there, and closing it. So
Okay.
now you guys have now like fully, like, I guess you guys are currently in here unable to really do stuff, and it starts solidifying you guys so much. With a slight issue, you guys have started to like solidify together, becoming like Siamese twins.
Hmm.
But
Wait a minute. No, never mind. I had an idea, but I lost it.
and then after an unknown amount of time, you have they open it up, and you guys are currently stuck together as like this solid metal piece, and they are kind of like. Well, I guess are you guys gonna attempt to do anything in
Yes.
your Siamese twin state?
I say we attempt to almost it, dude. But what do you think, Mister? Goop? I know I keep saying your name wrong, but it's harder for me to say.
Wait, what are we able to do physically?
I mean, you guys are like a cube, a solid cube right now. What do you think a sentient solid cube would be able to do?
Wobble.
Mm-hmm.
That's about right.
We could just,
I'm going to wobble.
I'm also going to wobble away.
Um, both of you guys do an athletics check. Yeah.
Okay, 2.
And I'm going to do enough. I'm like, dude, that's
You guys got lucky.
okay. 3. Yes.
Nice. So they're unable to hold on to you with your wobbling, and they drop you, and you guys split off separately. You guys also are not currently in any sort of electromagnetic chamber or anything anymore, so yeah, you guys kind of like split from each other.
Right.
And they look very hurried as they're trying to pick you guys back up.
I'm going to basically try to zigzag to, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to zigzag to just make.
Are we basically quickly melting?
I mean, you're not melting at all right now. Yeah. Just like
Okay.
you guys don't normally turn into gas if you guys are just sitting there in liquid state. You know what I mean? You guys don't have to like concentrate on staying liquid or concentrate on staying a gas. Just what you guys are at is what you guys stay at normally.
Could I try to roll
So
perception?
could I turn into a liquid?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn into a liquid and then use acrobatics to not get grabbed, I guess.
Are you gonna just be trying to like make a run for it now?
Yeah.
The door
I'm basically
is
trying
currently
to like.
open.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mr. Rainbow, you're just kind of like trying to stay a solid, kind of move zigzaggy so you can't be picked up.
Yeah, basically distracted to help my friend. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, Mr. Rainbow, you roll athletics. And Bob, you roll acrobatics. Will be compared to their athletics. Let's see. They're getting bad rolls.
Please give me another 3. Another 3. Yes.
So you're actually able to zigzag enough to start heading out the door too, as you follow behind. What'd you get, Bob?
1.
1. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
the same thing they got. So they were unable to grab you, but you weren't able to like start getting out the door. They are unable to successfully grab you now. Assume are you guys going to be trying to like now just escape?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is just going to go into a chase scene. As they're trying to grab you, they're using their athletics, and you guys are going to be using your Miss Rainbow, you're going to be using your athletics, and Glob, you're going to be using your acrobatics.
Okay.
I know my luck's gonna run out. So how does a chase normally work?
So I roll my athletics, you roll your athletics, and you roll their acrobatics. And he rolls his acrobatics because it makes sense for him. In this case, if you got to fully escape them and successfully get far enough away where they can't catch up to you, you have to win 2 challenges in a row. And for them to catch you, they have to win 2 challenges in a row.
Okay.
Okay.
I will
I
go.
rolled 3.
I rolled a 2.
All right,
2 5.
and they rolled a 0. So for the first challenge, both of you guys have been able to start gaining some distance against them. What the heck is up with this? They rolled 0 again.
Not so lucky. 0.
So you're
I rolled
unable to
1.
get any distance, and you're able, Glob, you're able to successfully get away. You guys, you're in the straits, completely, out of the range of them being able to catch up to you. So now it's just going to be them rolling against Mr.
I rolled.
Rainbow.
I rolled a 2.
And they rolled a 1. So you'll be able to escape because now you're 2 distances away from them. So you're escaped. You're able to catch up with Mr. Glob, and be pretty far away from them. Pretty tight situation you guys got yourself in previously. You guys notice that above you, the other 7 from your group are still hovering around the planet. Just seems a little scared.
I'm gonna go back to the group.
Mr. Rainbow.
Am I still recovering from being dense, or am I able to change my shape fully?
You can change your shape.
Okay, I'm going to basically be gaseous form, like my 7 comrades there, and basically tell them what was going on.
So you're also gonna try to just exit the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'm going to basically mark down this planet for later.
Roll perception. Both of you.
1.
I have bad news, Glob. Very bad news. Mr. Rainbow?
Yep. Sorry, I was looking at my sheet and.
Okay. What'd you roll perception? Should be 6 dice.
Two.
Oh my goodness, bad news for both of you. You guys both get lasered up by those lasers that had hit young old Johnny when he entered behind you guys.
Are we dead?
You guys aren't dead, but you guys are severely injured without a way to heal. The way it hurt you guys, you were unable to heal. So you guys have equivalent to a level 3 injury. But you guys are unable to naturally heal it like you guys are used to.
So do we leave the atmosphere?
That's what I was saying, yeah. You were trying to get them. So you had escaped the atmosphere, but as you were exiting, you guys kind of got hit by these lasers.
rough, but Mr. Rainbow, even though he's bad at directions, he's definitely gonna try to remember these directions. These two will not die painfully. I mean, painlessly. Or do I have to roll for that?
Later on, you're gonna have to roll perception to see if you remember the directions to this planet.
I'm gonna relay to the group that that the planet was like full of these red fences, and then there were two actual fences which were nerds apparently were trying to turn us into solids.
They seem very confused about your story. They're like, we can't become solid. Like, we've tried. We've always tried to become solid. What do you mean?
You know those fences always coming up with new technologies.
Yeah, they seem very surprised, and they're like, so what should we do? If there's only two of them, but they've got the atmosphere on lockdown, like, we're gonna die if we go through.
We're very, very careful. See, what I'm gonna try to do is make like a Braveheart speech. With persuasion, I'm basically, some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oh my god. So you guys are gonna try to do a direct frontal assault pretty much now into this place to try to get the two things.
We're gonna need more than probably what? How many of us? There were like 9 of us.
Yeah, there's 9 of you guys now.
I think we're gonna need more than 9. Maybe.
Yes, probably. But he's gonna write the speech in his back pocket.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do now? You're gonna go where? Or do what?
Can I send one of the younger Xenons to like find the other group and tell them what we found?
Yeah, it's gonna take about 2 months for them to get to the other group. Is that what you guys want to do? So it's gonna be 4 months round trip, theoretically.
So am I just in like constant pain?
Right now, yes. You are definitely in constant pain.
Will we eventually heal from these wounds, or is it just permanent?
It doesn't seem to be healing at all. You know, maybe thinks technology has a way to heal it, but the way you guys live and whatnot, you guys don't really use direct technologies too much. You guys don't have anything that'll heal it.
Maybe we should capture these scientists rather than kill them. Relay that information when getting the group, I say to Mr. Goop. We might use them.
The rest of the group seems very outraged at you saying anything other than killing things.
Yeah, but we could...
I am equally outraged.
Like, there's no... Even if we tried to use them, they would just create something that would make us think it heals us, but is going to just kill us sooner. We cannot do this. We must kill them all.
Well, how about this? We torture them, then we kill them.
I mean, you don't see anyone have any direct problems with the idea of causing extreme pain to the Finks.
Yes. I especially want to kill a certain one. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you guys are right. Fine. F them. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Let's send more of our guys.
So, if you guys are gonna send the guy over to find this thing, is there anything you guys gonna do during this time period while you're waiting for him to go and come back?
I basically want to build a little bit of a program, just a little bit of an EMP, if you will. Because of my knowledge of connecting with the ground, I want to basically make an EMP based around that with our Zion technology, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm not sure how this is working. So you mean you're trying to like teach the rest of the group how to use their electromagnetics to send out the charge?
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
Would it be cyber operation?
No, I'm gonna do. You're gonna get 1 combat proficiency of EMP. Give it to both of you guys, and it's also gonna be given to all of the smaller guys with you, as you are training them up on how to properly do it. And I think that's where we're gonna have to end the session.
Okay.
Because what happens with the other group is going to directly affect what happens to your guy you sent to the other group. I should say. But yeah. So now you guys, found a planet with a few Finks on it. Almost got captured, barely survived. How's that feel?
Pretty good. But that 7 roll, though, that was a pretty good roll. I don't think I'll ever roll that good again.